Joe Bowen has been kind of waiting on the line for a little while, and we apologize to him for that. Oh, Bonesy, how are you?
I'm good, Robert. How are you?
Excellent, pal.
Attaboy.
You want to chime in? 37 years ago, Miracle on Ice. Do you remember where you
I
were?
was in Halifax, Nova Scotia, entrenched in my apartment, watching that with great anticipation. And then, of course, the whole thing kind of blew up because Canada didn't make it in past the Finns, and that was they had a good chance to win that as well, since the Americans knocked off the Russians. But that was a pretty special moment. There's no two ways about it, and it probably has had as big an impact on the National Hockey League and its success since then as anything.
We had Richard Deitch on earlier from Sports Illustrated, and we talked a little bit of, his American perspective. And one of the things I asked him, I said, look, if it had been USA versus Canada, which is the rivalry right now in both countries, but if it had been that way in Lake Placid, would there have been a movie? Would we still be talking about it?
No.
You're right.
Not even remotely close, because for them, that was their 72 Canada-Russia series. That was the big bad bear from the Soviet Union, and the amateurs against the professionables. And it was a magical story. And if it had been Team Canada with Tom Watt coaching, they wouldn't have given two fluies about it.
Well, no, and it was the political and social conflict between the U.S. and the Soviet Union was still in full bloom at that point in time.
Absolutely it was. And, we were still putting canned goods together in case there was a bomb shelter required.
Yeah, ain't that true?
had one of those in Sudbury. My dad built her right in the basement.
He did, really?
We had real thick glass. It was about an eighth of an inch. We would have been saved there for, at least milliseconds.
Yeah, 5-6 seconds maybe.
Hey, Joe, I have a feeling I know what you would have said in that moment if you had been calling the game when the Americans knocked off the Russians. But given what you do now and how your career has unfolded, thinking of that line that Al Michaels pulled out, when you heard it at the time, what you thought of it, and now down the line, does it rate as the greatest single call ever?
It's got to be right up there, and the best thing about it, it was not rehearsed.
Mm-hmm.
It was spontaneous, and people have asked me a number of times, what would you say as the clock ticked down if the Leafs win the Stanley Cup and it's in your tenure? And I said, I haven't the foggiest, and I hope to God I would not write something down to try to bring it about. I think it has to be spontaneous. It has to be in the moment. And certainly Al Michaels caught the moment absolutely perfectly. And when you think about him, I mean, that was the stairwell. I mean, he got on that fast elevator and rose to the top, and it's never ended. And that was an enormous piece of work for him, and the history about it, and certainly his career took off from that point on very, 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 very well.
My only advice to you, Joe, when the Leafs win the Stanley Cup is not to say, do you believe in miracles? Just don't say that.
Yeah.
Everything else will be fine.
I had that written down. I'll strike it off.